Hey guys, how are you? My name is Amar, and I am I'm an author. I'm a comedian, right? And I've been meaning to start a show for a while. I can't do vlogs. I tried. I thought about it, and I thought I'll start a show. I'll call Bare My Soul, huh? I'll call this show Bare My Soul by Amar, right? This is what it is called, an attempt at doing this, Bare My Soul, right? The purpose of this talk or this video is to be real, right? If you look across social media, comedians or poets or writers or performers or all sort of people, right? They're going beyond themselves. Even when I do comedy or I put this fuck Atmanirbhar Mishra videos to try and make you laugh, to try and create some comedy, or if I do a joke, I'm in a performance mode. Um, Even if I put up the stupid character which I've been trying to put up, I'm in the comedy mode. But I realized that nowhere so far I'm in my mode, right? I'm in mode where I'm talking as Amar, right? So in this video, in this show, um, Bare My Soul by Amar, Vani or Amar, whatever. Uh, I'm talking to myself. This is my book. Although I don't intend to promote my book in this show or my comedy, I just want to talk as myself, right? Something I don't do as often. I wonder something a lot of us don't do as often as we should, even with our family members, even with the even with the anyone, right? Because to be bare with ourselves is difficult, and one, it is difficult, and secondly, um, we don't find as many people who understand us, right? We don't find as many people who understand us as human beings, right? We don't understand, we don't have as many people, because the only person who can truly understand you is you. Does it sound too stupid, or does it's just, it's just the basic thing about life, right? The only person who can truly understand is you. I mean, you might have a partner, you might have your parents who may tell you to improve your life, who may tell you to improve how you feel. They may have inputs about it, uh, but the only person who can really maybe help you feel better is you. So this show is about Amar talking to Amar, um, and hopefully it'll make some sense for some of you to try and have some real honest conversation with yourself. In my book, I have written a chapter which is on honesty, and the chapter is called. Just give me a sec. Um, the chapter is called that your top priority in life is to be you. That's one, and the other one is on honesty, I believe. Okay, I can't find that one right now. Your top priority in your life is to be you. So, all right. So let's talk about how I feel right now. That's the purpose of this video, to talk about how I really feel right now. So I've been in lockdown as most people are, since March 25th, and it's been over 2 months, and 2 months and a week now, right? And it's been difficult. It's not been easy. I'm a highly productive, not if not productive, I'm a hardworking guy, and I worked really hard to do whatever I've tried to do in my life. And The lockdown has been really hard because most of the work that I did as a comedian, as a speaker, as someone who does workshops and happiness, uh, someone who does market research consulting work, where I go and talk to consumer groups, um, to understand about products, services that they're using. This is largely the work that we do in marketing consulting, which I do freelance ever since I've been a freelancer. Even that happens in public settings where people come in and sit in a room, and I talk to them and try to get insights about these products and services. As a comedian, I go to rooms and try do open mics. Sometimes when I have shows, I go where the people seated, and I try and make them laugh. As a speaker, I try to inspire people to do work they find inspiring and make sense of their lives. Because a lot of people in this world, as we speak, although jobs are even more valuable than they used to be before the coronavirus, but even right now, a lot of people do stuff that they don't quite relate with, they don't quite identify themselves with. Because ideally, work should be an extension of who we are as people. Work should not be different than who we are as people, right? So, your work should be an extension of who you are as a person, right? It should be an extension of who you are. So, all the jobs are valuable because people who have stable jobs right now, people who are technology companies like Google, Facebook, um, Amazon, they are in stable states right now because e-commerce companies or tech companies are growing. Um, yeah, so for people like me who work for themselves, self-employed people, comedians, the entertainment industry, it's been a tough time because most of the work that we did was outside in physical settings, and it is not happening right now. So for me, it has been difficult, like it is for rest of my friends in the community. If there were one community where people work for themselves and they go in the physical world to kind of make money. So it's been tough, and although I've been trying to keep myself busy, I've been reading books, I've been trying to understand entrepreneurship, I've been trying to figure out how to get online, although I haven't. There's a bunch of stuff which I've not been able to do because it's not easy, right? So keep yourself highly motivated in circumstances where you're sitting at home and most of your productive work is not happening. I've done a couple of online gigs. Um, they don't feel the same, and obviously getting audiences is as difficult as it used to be in the physical setting also. So that's where it is. I don't feel as great as I would want to right now. But philosophically, I believe that things happen because they have to happen in a certain way. Um, and they can't be otherwise because nature decides its own course. We don't know how the world started. We don't know how coronavirus started. Although we know, like somebody ate bad, and there's some speculation that's how it started. But then there's no clarity, right? So things cannot be different than how they are. They are necessarily the same philosophically, right? So I couldn't have been anywhere different right now. I couldn't have not been making this video, right? And coronavirus had to come in our lives, in all of our lives right now. So acceptance is important for physical balance and to stay sane. So it's important in case you're struggling with what is happening, and you're going through financial, emotional problems. It's important that we accept right now. Uh, I wish we could say the same for people who are on the streets, migrants who are running back to their homes because they are desperate right now. They don't have work here, and they're thinking they should ideally be back home, which wasn't, of course, planned by anyone. So we are in a more positive state than them right now, right? So. But at the same time, I am grateful for the stuff I've been able to do. To be able to, I've been able to write 5 books so far. I've been able to do comedy, do a lot of corporate shows for some really big organizations in the last few years. So that's where we are right now. uh, my motivations come from trying to make people feel better. Emotionally happy, right? I want to make people feel happiness in their skin, and that's the reason I wrote this book. That's the reason I wrote the other books. Although the objectives for those books are different, but those are my motivations. When you take decisions like these, and when you take any decision in life, you don't really foresee the consequences that will eventually emerge from those decisions. So when we take a decision, we think that things will turn out all right, uh, because we can't really foresee how those decisions will eventually turn out. So we take decisions for good. All of us, even the decision that you have taken at any point in time, you have taken because you felt that they'll make you happier and you'll be able to share that happiness with other people. So if they turn out to be unexpected in terms of their outcomes, well, that's what it is, right? You took the decision with whatever knowledge you had at a certain point. So be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. I think a lot of people give up not because they can't stand other people. I think they give up because they can't stand themselves. They can't face themselves. They can't forgive themselves. Guilt is an extremely strong negative emotion. Mm. So yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe. I'll try to do this show, The Bare Soul by Amar, and I will be myself. I promise to be myself when I do this talk. I'll not be a comedian, I'll not be an author. I'll be myself and I'll tell you how I feel. um, it's a human to human talk. Hmm? Be good, stay good, and stay strong. If you are in a position where you are more blessed than others, try to help others. A lot of people can use help right now, in many different ways. Hmm? So, the only way we can be really happy in life is by creating happiness for others. That's the only real way to be happy in life. I mean, material things bring happiness. That's superficial. That's still superficial. Money is needed to carry on with life, right? It is the fuel for life. And in case we have no fuel, we run out, which may happen with a lot of people right now not making any money, and that's when desperation sets in. But then again, the happiness and money buys still remains superficial. It is the fuel, but we must have the fuel. So we need the fuel to keep going, and that's the importance of money in life, right? So be good, and let me know in comments in case you happen to hear this talk, how you found it, and we'll see how it goes, right? Thank you. Bye.